Well, if you are looking forward to the Detroit Lions defensive line causing havoc and getting to the quarterback, this man is going to no doubt help with that. This is coming from the Detroit Lions Twitter. Says Lions announce defensive lineman DJ Reader has passed his physical and is removed from the active PUP list. In other words, the physically unable to perform list. Now, this is a big deal because had he stayed on this list, that could have been bad, but we kind of expected him to come off this list. Now, from the way that I understand it, this does not mean that DJ Reader is specifically going to play during the home opener, even though he is looking forward to doing that. But it is a big deal nonetheless. Here's why I say that. This is coming from NFL.com. Here is the significance of DJ Reader not starting the season on the active PUP list. It says players are placed on this list during training camp and count toward the team's 90-man roster. Players can be removed from this list at any time during training camp, but can't be placed back on the list. And here's the point. Players on this list, as of the final cut downs, which is Tuesday at 4 o'clock, must be placed on reserve PUP, released, traded, or counted against the 53-man roster. So if the Lions would have kept him on this list, one of those things would have had to happen. But by removing him from this list, they don't have to do that. Now, there is potential that DJ Reader, if he is not ready to go, could be placed on short-term injured reserve, which is for the 4 games, and then be brought back after that. Now, here's why the Lions would only do this if they absolutely had to do it. If he's not ready to go come week 1, and this is all hypothetical, you only get 8 times to do that. You can put injured reserve, you can put people on it, but to bring people off injured reserve, you only get 8 times per season. So you've got John Kaminsky. You've got, if DJ Reader was put on that list, you've got 8. Now you can put, so if you had a 9th person, that 9th person would have to, in essence, finish the season on IR or something like that. So this is a big deal because that means that, again, this is a strategic move. Doesn't mean he'll play week 1. Hopefully he does. He's been real kind of vague about whether he'll play. He wants to play, but of course, you know, having an injury like this, one thing we do know about the Detroit Lions is they are not going to rush anyone back. If they have to burn a spot, one elevation, they will. They'll put him on short-term IR and wait on that. I don't know if you guys remember, but 2 years ago when we had DJ Chark was coming off ankle surgery, played 4 games the year before, right? So he starts the season. Then after I can't remember how many games it was, he played, but then he wind up going on IR for 4 weeks to let the ankle finish healing, and then came back after that and was a big push as we were trying to make the playoffs after starting 1-6. So not the end of the world, a great sign. DJ Reader is trending in the right direction. Now I don't think we're going to know before the game. We probably won't know until that injury designation comes out leading up to the Rams game of whether this guy is going to play week 1. But that is good news because that means he is making progress in the right direction. And again, coming off the second injury of the same thing, that torn quad muscle, that's a big deal. I'm not sure if it was in the same leg, but still the same injury. And, 3 years apart. He had one the year before the Rams went to the Super Bowl, I believe, goes to the Super Bowl and then plays a year or two, does it again, and recovering from that. So we know he wants to play. Will he play? We have yet to really see that, but this is good news. We knew that already, that he wasn't going to be, we didn't bring this guy in to be put on the shelf, but if the Lions have to put him up for 4 weeks to start the season, they absolutely will, because we need him on the back end. So if he comes in and he plays 12 games, then, it is what it is. Speaking of playing 12 games, just want to be very clear about something. I am a man of my word. And if the Detroit Lions defensive line wind up with 28 sacks or more, I will wear a clown suit. But one thing that I want you guys to remember is that DJ Reader has to play a minimum of 12 games. That's what he played last season for the Cincinnati Bengals. So that caveat is also in there, and all that stuff is on receipt in the video, you know, but y'all don't have to worry, because if that happens, so what that means is if you are a defensive lineman, you have to have a defensive lineman designation. Okay. So you have to be a DE or DT or DL. If you, any three of those, all right, the Lions have 28 sacks or more. I believe it's either 28 or 28 or more. It's just a small thing, a 1 sack difference. DJ Reader must play a minimum of what he played last year, which I believe was 12 games, and you will 100% get me in that. I can't, and I already know, like, the trolls, man, they gonna eat that up. They gonna take pictures. It's gonna be pictures of me floating around on the internet, but I stand behind what I say. I stand behind what I say. So if I say something, you know, it is what it is. So I'm sure some people will love to see that. But anyway, this is great news because, again, I don't care what I have to dress up as. Well, almost. If we win a Super Bowl, all of this stuff is worth it. This stuff is fun to me. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. Wearing a clown suit, that's nothing to me. What Shaq say? It's nothing to me. That's nothing to me if we own Woodward with our first Lombardi, man. So anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Are you excited? I'm hoping he plays, man. I feel like, because we haven't heard too much about him, I don't know. We just heard like that one little snippet of, is he ready? Because he only has, we play 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight. Is he ready to go? Is he ready to go? And again, the Lions don't even have to put him on IR. Putting him on IR would open up a roster spot. So that's the only reason they really would do it. They don't have to put him on. He can just be inactive. They don't have to burn an IR spot. So that's another thing. Maybe they don't think DJ Reader is ready game 1, but he might be ready game 3. They just kind of put him on a shelf, but not put him on IR. You know, but they had to bring him off this list if, you know, since he was going to be playing eventually in the season. So let me know your thoughts, man. Are you excited? And man, we are absolutely crushing it. We are on a push to 22,000 subscribers, and I am super happy about that. So if you haven't, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. That would be awesome. You guys are awesome. This channel is brought to you by members, viewers, and subscribers just like you. Take care of yourself and each other. Don't forget, we might have 3 notifications, man, but soon as the Lions drop some news, we're on it. So keep an eye on your subscription feed, man. You guys are awesome. I will see you in the next video. And as always, go Lions. Take care of yourself and each other. Did I say that? If so, I just said it again.